Difference in line.
And we can see that number 70, Christian Daniel, has got going again. And it still is VEDA Fatama, the number 13 of Hakim Daniel.
Second, but he was fourth last time out in Austria.
Up through the gearbox to sixth. Pick up the slipstream with them.
Gonzalez hasn't actually been on the...
Yeah, meow, isn't that incredible? Here, these guys have got the pace. They qualified 1, 2, 3.
Flick back onto the right, and now it's all downhill from this moment. Down to the gravel there.
Yeah, and I think it'll be interesting.
He's screaming, isn't it, as we come into turns 12. Does he?
Yeah.
Instant between Benya and Chris.
Feeling just where the limit is. You're on board with Brian Uriarte.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, then a very quick change, first to second to third to fourth through this incredible...
Completely chopping the front end of his bike off.
No, that's right, and Gonzalez, middle of the third row starting position. They go down the corkscrew.
Race there to Mitani. That was a bit of an error, really, from Danish. Goes back into third.
And Benyat Fernandez, as I say,
well, isn't it? And very, very odd. Oh,
look
as
at
we
that.
see
That's different.
On the grid today. Singapore got a great start up into 8th position. Saw Benyat Fernandez and Christian Daniel go down. Such an five that we had yesterday in the race at the moment. Carter Top still been pushed back a little bit, back to 8th position there.
Still VEDA Fatama over Brian Uriarte, Hakim Danish.
And it's Uriarte still in command, Peter, at 4th position.
Yeah.
So 7 laps to go, officially well beyond. This is through the left-hand sweepers there to finish the lap. We come across the line for the first.
Very quickly, don't they? You go from, you know,
fastest rider of the race lap to the gravel.
Onto the start and finish straight to complete lap 1.
There's
Brian Uriarte.
Martinez has crashed out as well, and
as they flick it right, and they're only sitting up now, getting on the brakes, scrubbing off that up the inside of Gonzalez and into 3rd place. Mark
Day yesterday running 202s down to 201s.
Things are broken up a little bit at the front with Uriarte just second.
6/10 of a second back now, and he set the fastest lap of the race. Well, that was well on the way in. All riders conscious.
And he was
choices.
Brilliant.
Just the formation flying, isn't it?
Right at the back of the field.
Here's what happened to him and Benyat. We might see.
Pulls out alongside the 51 of Brian Uriarte and into 2nd place. And an aggressive, superb aggressive move from him then to pass VEDA. Head tucked down, crawling underneath the paintwork.
Podium since Mugello race 1, where he was
out onto the back straight then from 1st gear. And it'll be interesting to see if Mitani, Morbidelli and Co can go. Just hear that, Katie. To see now, I wonder whether Gonzalez, Fatama and Uriarte can break away.
13, this is where the giant wall is, a big chicane to be reviewed after the race, so clearly a bit of a collision going down.
You can hear the engine.
Yes, absolutely. Just going a bit wide, and there Fatama doesn't need a second invitation.
Really fast left-hander, absolutely fighting for grip here. Picked up the inside line on Fatama there as well to take 2nd place. Again, dropping down the corkscrew firstly,
just going that far inside. He really didn't anticipate the other riders.
He doesn't come off the back of the grid today, and of course he's made good use of that.
Yeah, you see different line choices. And wow, Morelli had to check up there. He's lost a big bit from 10th. That first lap was pretty decent for him, making up the background as Hakim inviting corner. Such a weird line to go into. It's cambered as well. The rider in 6th position. That's where he started then. He's now behind Ramid up the inside into turn 8. This is where we...
Gonzalez,
and you've actually got Pugliese. It's the same top. Where is Danish? Danish.
And those 4 have got a bit of an advantage, haven't they?
Half race distance now. Time Fatama, Uriarte, Danish, Gonzalez in. That's motorbike racing for you, isn't it? They cross the line this time,
and Uriarte can break a
patch yesterday, so he will have to take that one as we see Christian to be reviewed after the race. So clearly a bit of a collision. Really relish here after 3 non-scores in 2 weekends. Just going a bit wide, and there Fatama doesn't need a second. It's really broken up. Christian Daniel off the back of it now in a relative.
Gonzalez picked up the inside line on Fatama there as well to take third.
Just seeing the back of shot there, Keeler's made another mistake running over the edge of the curve. Just going that far inside, he really didn't anticipate the other riders.
Last lap. Let's see what he does this time around. And the 83 of Aro.
Yeah, you see different line choices, and wow, Morelli had to check up there. He's lost a big...
He didn't do that yesterday. Yeah, he was right. This was where he really started to put
an inviting corner. Such a weird line to go into. It's cam 9.
Yeah, and as we said yesterday, Rico Samela criticised
there then. He's now behind Ramid up the inside into turn 8. This is where we... Who is conserving their tyres in this leading group? Where is Danish? Danish, second place. The leading 6 riders all within a second on half race distance now.
He's ahead of Max Kies.
Well, the leading 6 riders, the gravel, that's motorbike racing for you, isn't it? As they cross the line.
I know I've got to improve, and obviously that's what he's managing to do.
Unfortunately, big shame.
He's a very well-spoken young man. You talk to him about the racing, you talk to him about what he's doing. Marco looking, not seriously looking up the inside.
Ramersdorfer as well, who's completed 3 long lap penalties. He's making his...
Oh, very slight, because the slipstream clutch closes right up again then, doesn't it?
He is, so he, after a couple of mistakes, has found his groove once more, and we'll see the best of them there.
And it's just
Argentinian out front, but... will they manage, as I said, keep an eye on... Well, we've kept an eye on them there as they've tumbled into the Danish and Carpe. He's been pushed back to 4th now. Those riders here, a big shame. It looked like could have been Benyat Fernandez.
Into 3rd place there, looking superb. It's fairly bumpy across the inside there, but it doesn't seem to bother them at all, does it? Okay, we're back.
Only rider in the top 6 that was in a 1:48, Peter. It's the 51.
Co can go with them.
Gonzalez hasn't actually...
We go to 4 laps to go if they are going to deal with yesterday's way here. These guys have got the pace. They qualified 1-2.
Uriarte looking up the inside of Danish and Carpe again. The thing going down to the gravel there.
Yeah, and I think it'll be
interesting so far, mostly not through any fault of his own, really. He fell on a wet invitation, does he?
Yeah.
Instant between Benya and relatively lonely 8th position, but that will be a solid finish that he will...
2nd place.
Herb's trying to chase down Salmella. You can see from some of the riders then, this is completely chopping the front end of his bike off.
No, that's right, and Alvaro Carpe looking up the inside, making the move there.
Race there to Mitani. That was a bit of an error, really, from Morelli.
Pushed things, and he got right up the front into the bracket so that he could lead on the...
Good as well, isn't it? And very, very odd. Oh,
look
as
at that.
We see
that's different. Himself last year for leaving it too late before he made his move.
He saw Benyat Fernandez and Christian Daniel go down. Such will have the most in hand in the final couple of laps. Keep it still. Been pushed back a little bit, back to 8th position there of each other. Salmella in 6th spot. And it's Uriarte still in command, Pete. Says we're looking at a replay now. This is Keeler's and how he lost this time. So 7 laps to go, officially well beyond.
Here he's working around an issue if he has it, because he's now up into 4th place. Very quickly, don't they? You go from, you know,
fastest rider of the race to
and he can relay to you, I'm doing this at this corner, I've got that problem, that's right. Brian Uriarte.
Martinez has crashed out as well. Way now towards the points.
And Uriarte, as I said yesterday, you know, made a Fatama up the inside of Gonzalez and into 3rd place.
As they come out the final corner, onto the start and finish straight. Keeping an eye on...
It's broken up a little bit at the front with Uriarte just second. And he's opening up with his advantage, half a second again.
Yeah, it's in corner. Such a weird line to go into. It's cambered as well.
To 3rd place there, looking superb. But
he's now behind Ramid up the inside into turn 8. This is where we sort of in the top 6 that was in a 1:48, Peter. It's the 51 of... Where is Danish? Danish still...
To 4 laps to go if they are going to deal with yesterday's winner.
Race distance now. Uriarte looking up the inside of Danish and Carpe again. We're thinking that's motorbike racing for you, isn't it? As they cross the line this time. So far, mostly not through any fault of his own, really. He fell on a wet patch. Shame.
Things reverse very quickly.
Lonely 8th position, but that will be a solid finish that he will really
Looking, not seriously looking up the inside of
Herbs trying to chase down Salmella. You can see from some of the riders then this group of...
because the slipstream clutch closes them right up again then, doesn't it?